growing our hair longer and thicker, it's a whole process. It's not easy. You have to find products that works for you, that works for with your hair, that works with your texture. It's just like a whole process that we have to go through. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I have something very special, something that people have been asking me for the longest of time. So I decided to sit down today and do this video. And today I'll be talking about how to grow your natural hair longer, thicker, and faster in just like a few steps that might help you, or steps that have helped me with my natural hair journey. And without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we start, please like this video, comment, and subscribe. And for my all new followers out there, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Rita. I am a student. I do videos here on YouTube, and yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so tip number 1 is to trim your ends. Okay, you have to be able to trim your ends. Okay, and this can be done maybe twice a month, but that's a lot. So I would suggest you to trim your ends at least once a month. Okay, like when you take off your cornrows, when you take off your weaves, and when you take off any protective hairstyle that you have had for a very long time. I suggest for you to trim your ends, because that will help with your hair to grow longer and faster. Personally, for me, it has helped a lot. Okay, and it doesn't take that long. So all you have to do is like to take to section your hair in like 4 different parts, and then you just take the ends like right here. And I don't think you can see this, but anyways, my ends are all they're all trimmed right now, so there's nothing left to cut. But like all you have to do is like trim it. It has to go. So yeah, that's how you trim your ends. So once your end has been trimmed, that will give a way for your new hair to actually grow, and that will grow even faster and longer. Because if you have dead ends, your hair doesn't really grow, right? Like that's at least what I've noticed from my hair. When I have a lot of dead ends, my hair doesn't really grow. So when I cut these plaits, and that will allow my hair to grow faster and longer. So tip number 2 that I would say is I wrote stuff down here, so give me some time. Tip number 2 obviously is to wash your hair. Wash your hair as much as you can. Okay, do not go 2 months and a half without washing your hair. Probably, maybe if you can, at least once or twice a month, at least every 2 weeks if you can. And it's not only about washing your hair, it's also about deep washing your hair. So the differences here are when you're washing your hair, you wash your hair with your shampoo and your conditioner. That's washing your hair. But like deep washing your hair, it's to use treatments such like avocado oil, or mixing eggs, or using rice water. That is like deep treatments that you can use to actually wash and deep wash your hair. Usually what I do for my treatment is I wash my hair with my shampoo and my conditioner, and then I go in and use these bad boys here. So this is the treatment, bamboo treatment. I apply this all over my head, and then I leave it overnight. Yes, so I leave it overnight for 24 hours. So tip number 3 is to give your hair a scalp massage. What I usually do is I use one of these bad boys right here. It's the Cantu shea butter, tea tree, and jojoba oil, and scalp oil. So what this does is it increases um your hair thickness, which in turns stimulate the follicles of your hair to produce thicker hair. And that's what we're trying to achieve right here. So I don't have a scalp massage, but I do use my tea tree oil here, which is very good, by the way. If you want to get one of this, I would highly, highly, highly recommend it, because personally it works really well for me, so I'll stick to it. And all I do is, just put some oil there, and then I just go in like this, and it helps a lot. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so tip number 4 is to take your vitamins. I have a few that I've taken before, and I have one that I'm currently taking, which are this right here. I think everyone has seen this. Like, they're all over the place in Walmart, Shoppers Drug Mart, maybe Food Basis, I'm not sure. But I got this ones here from Walmart. They're Centrum Multigamis for beauty, hair, skin, and nails. Okay, they're pretty good. Okay, because we need some vitamins in our life. Okay, there's a lot of vitamins that we need to take. There's a lot of vitamins that just that we just don't get on a regular basis. So if you take your vitamins, and I don't eat fruits every single day, so if I take my vitamins, that will kind of help me to get some vitamin D that we're not getting right now because of the winter and all of that. So vitamins, I find them to be very helpful, especially for these ones. They've been very great to me, and I've seen a significant differences with my hair. Like, it doesn't break a lot, especially right now. It's during the winter, so you would think that my hair would be breaking, but it doesn't, just because because of this vitamins right here. And the other vitamins that I've taken in the past are this one here. Can you? Okay, so this one's a Shadavi hair, skin, and nails too. So these ones are pretty gross and pretty big. I'll show it to you. But they work wonders. They do a very good job. So yeah, this is how they look like. They're brown, and I stopped taking them for a little while because they were making my hair very thick. Like, it was so thick that it was so hard to comb through. That's how thick my hair was. Yeah, so I was just like, no, this is not doing it for me. So I stopped taking them. But other than that, they're very good, and I would honestly recommend it. Like, it's 10 out of 10. It just, like, it was making my hair very thick, and it was hard for me to comb through, so I was just like, no. And the other thing is, you have to drink a lot of water while taking these vitamins, but I wasn't drinking a lot of water, so I think it was kind of my fault. And yeah, you only have to take this twice a day, so in the morning and before you go to bed. Same thing for the other one that I showed you previously. Tip number 5, I think. We're at tip number 5 right now. I would suggest to find oils, shampoos, and conditioner that works for you. Okay, I know there's a lot of shampoos and a lot of conditioner out there, and a lot of hair treatments that does not work for everyone. So personally, I would just suggest for you to get something that works for you. For me, what works for me might not works for you. So personally, what I do is I try different shampoos and different conditioners and see which one works with my hair, and which one I will stick to, and which one is just like not working for me. And that's okay. You can use more than 2 shampoos in. You can mix and match and see how they work on your hair. Okay, tip number 5. I think I've lost track. I don't know what number we're at right now. So I think this is tip number 5, if I'm not mistaken. So tip number 5, I would suggest, like what I usually do is not to detangle my hair when it's dry, and I only detangle my hair when it's wet, and I will explain why. Okay, so the reason why I do that, it's because when my hair is dry, like it's just like very hard to detangle my hair, and it hurts. Like it just takes a lot of time, and it hurts, and it just like it's crazy. So I don't do it. So I suggest you not to do it too. So it's easier if you detangle your hair when it's wet. So if you're not going to wash your hair that day, I would suggest for you to have like a spray, spray your hair, and just detangle your hair when it's actually wet. I find it easier, faster, and it takes less time instead of trying to detangle your hair when it's dry. It just like it doesn't work. And I find that when I detangle my hair when it's dry like this, it falls a lot, and that's not cute. Like I'm trying to maintain my hair, not trying to, let my hair fall or anything like that. So tip number, I can't remember what tip number I'm at right now. So tip number, I don't know what, is use protective style and just like leave your hair alone sometimes, but don't use protective style for too long. Okay, do not have your braids in for more than 2 months, or your wave in for that long. Don't do it. Okay, and protective style does not have to be a weave or braids. It can be cornrows. Like, you can protect your hair. You can just like do cornrows with your natural hair, and just leave it for let's say a week. That's what I usually do. Like I will braid my hair when it's like this, and I'll have like 2 cornrows, and then I'll just leave it like that for a whole week, and then I'll take it out. I will comb my hair, and then I will try and cut all my split ends, and just like do not manipulate your hair too much. I feel like what I've noticed at least is like when I manipulate my hair too much, it doesn't grow, and it's not thick, it's not healthy. It just looks like it looks dead. Do your protective hairstyle and just leave your hair alone. Let it grow, let it breathe. Okay, and also you have to know which protective hairstyle works best with your hair and which one does not work best with your hair. Like what I've noticed for me is when I have my wigs in, frontals. When I have my frontals in, and I try and keep my frontals for at least a month or a month and a half, and when I take them out, my hair is like looks bomb. It still looks bomb. It's healthy. It's just like it looks good. So I usually don't like saying this one, but I would just say try and drink as much water as you can, because just like everything else in our body, our hair also need a lot of water. And you don't have to drink a lot of water, but you can also spray a lot of water on your head, like just like especially on your scalp, because that's why your hair is actually growing. It's just like having a garden. Okay, you're gonna want to water your flower. It's just like it's a flower, like it's a whole flower in our head. So it's just like watering your flower and wanting it to grow and blossom. It's the same thing with our hair. And last but not least, I would suggest for you to be patient with yourself. Growing our hair longer and thicker, it's a whole process. It's not easy. You have to find products that works for you, that works with your hair, that works with your texture. It's just like a whole process that we have to go through. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me comment down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.